And looks like we've got another survey here from our at the opening menu from our friend here.
I agree. There's no reason a human and a machine can't be friends, right? I mean, I'm glad you said yes.
And I've heard the devs have buried some little Easter eggs in this opening screen. If you opened it up on New Year's, for a while she would congratulate you on a Happy New Year and things like that. And I did have one instance where she made a quip that, oh, looks like I'm sorry, your save game is corrupt. Just kidding, kind of thing. So they do like to play around with you. So we're going to go and continue. If you remember where we left off, I got Connor killed at the end of the investigation at the top of the tower. Marcus is still at large with Jericho and seems to be mounting a rebellion. And Kara is on her way to Canada with Alice and Luther.
Our broadcast is all over the news. We got what we wanted. Now humans know.
They took Marcus's message as a threat.
He did the right thing. This is the only language humans understand.
Violence is never the answer. A confrontation will get us nowhere.
They'll be watching us now. Whatever we do next, we need to think about public opinion.
Since our broadcast, more and more have been coming to Jericho. At least our message gave our people hope.
Killing humans wasn't part of the plan.
They kill our people every day. Do you think they agonize about it?
That's no reason for us to become murderers.
If killing is the price of freedom, I'll pay it gladly.
Killing never freed anyone. It just leads to more hatred.
You're too fond of humans, Josh. Maybe their lives matter to you more than ours.
If you think murdering humans is gonna make us free, then you're as bad as they are.
That's enough.
Got some dissent in the ranks here in Jericho.
And now what are we gonna do?
We build your future.
There are 5 CyberLife stores across Detroit, all selling us like merchandise. We're gonna attack those stores and set our people free.
Attack stores? But we've never done that before. They're probably protected. They have security systems.
Not to mention police.
We break into 5 teams, 1 for each store. We hack their security systems, and we strike. Simultaneously at 2 a.m., no violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come. This is a night our people will remember.
Find the CyberLife store.
I've been waiting a long time for this. Look! This way! Quick!
Popo.
It's okay, they're gone.
There's probably even more police in the area. We should be careful.
The store's over here. That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are. Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. We'll neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack.
What are we waiting for?
Secure the area, get into the store. Analyze the store window. And scout the area.
You see the alarm system?
We're gonna sweep the plaza. Make sure we're not disturbed.
How do you want to deal with the shop window?
Not now, one problem at a time.
Okay, now what's next?
Exactly what we need to ram the store. You're free.
Analyze the store windows. Commemorate the invention of androids, which released humanity from the bonds of labor, setting man free to pursue high goals and scale the heights of learning, love, and leisure.
We are superior to them, but they are our masters? That's about to change.
Marcus!
You're awake now. Go to Jericho. You're free. A surveillance drone. We need to get rid of it.
It won't be easy to reach.
You're free.
What are we waiting for?
Steal the truck.
Okay, now we're in. Let's get that truck out.
Got the truck unlocked.
I wonder what you'd do without me. Change of plan?
I just want to make sure we didn't forget anything.
Okay.
There's traffic on the road. We need to block it.
It's one way. Shouldn't be too difficult.
They'll soon be with us.
Marcus is like a machine messiah.
You're free now.
There. Nobody should bother us now.
Something else by the window that I'm missing, I think.
Found it.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
Looks like I'm hacking. Hacking the security system. Alright.
Marcus, watch out! Nice job, Marcus.
Let's get our truck.
We're down to 5 minutes, Marcus. If we're not inside by then, we'll have to give up.
I know. I'm going as fast as I can.
Looks like we're ready to make some noise. I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
All right.
We forgot about the drone.
Cop's gonna be here any minute. We gotta go.
Wait, Marcus, we can't just leave our people behind.
It's too late, North. We failed.
Stay where you are. This infraction is being reported to the police.
Yeah.
You are committing a class 3 offense.
Marcus, we did it. All teams succeeded. Our people are free. We're headed back to Jericho.
Shit! We screwed up. Our people are still prisoners in that fucking store, and it's all our fault.
No, it's my fault. I messed this up. At least our other team succeeded.
How could you get this so wrong? I thought you knew what you were doing.
No,
I
screwed
did
up.
what I could. I'm sorry that's not enough for you.
No, it's not enough. This is a war we're fighting with the humans. If we fail, they'll destroy us. The fate of our people is in your hands. You have to succeed. You have no choice.
All right, didn't go so well for Marcus. Ugh. Let's look at the world stats. What did I miss? Yeah, so not a lot of people miss. Well, let's go on. I didn't see where I could have done anything about that drone. Oh. It's another Connor. Hank doesn't look happy.
Still immortal, huh, Connor?
In a way.
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
I'm just a machine replacing another machine, Lieutenant. You shouldn't get emotional about it.
Fuck you.
How did you find Kamsky?
I remember this guy was all over the media when CyberLife first started selling androids. I made a few calls. Here we are.
Oh, it's our friend from the intro.
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
So our hostess is the Amanda Stern, AI professor, University of Cambridge, born in 1978. All right. Died in 2027. Elijah Kamsky graduated University of Cambridge, born in 2002. So Amanda's dead. Space tourism on the rise. The advent of reusable space shuttle, space tourism is becoming a reality for those able to afford it. Luxury travel brand Clear Skies is offering the first commercially available flight into space. Experience includes a 3-hour orbit of the moon, affording spectacular views of Earth through a specially designed observation deck. As competition increases in this growing market, consumers can expect such trips to become more and more affordable. Consumer rights activists are already decrying the boutique experience as a sign of widening social equality gap. Spokesman for Aid on Poverty said, while the top 1% are enjoying the Earth from space, the rest of us are down here suffering the pollution, famine, and poverty. Clear Skies was not available for comment. New slogan for their spacefaring holidays looks increasingly apt to get away from it all. Elon Musk would love this. CyberLife's fortune teller computer. CyberLife develops the world's most powerful quantum calculator. Hackers target solar panels for latest ransom scam. CyberLife has unveiled a new quantum supercomputer capable of doing exaflops, 1 billion operations per second, the equivalent of several human minds on a single machine. The computer was specifically designed to analyze vast data from various sources, generate predictions. Philip Seymour, CyberLife's director of futurology, is highly confident. We've been testing for a while, and the results are going to wow people. The computer will be used to calculate the probability of mass extinction events such as aggressive alien invasions or global climate disasters like meteors or superviruses. The computer can help us to anticipate and prepare for such calamities, ensuring humanity is never caught off guard. Despite doomsday predictions from those fearful that AI is gaining too much influence already, many experts are handling this as a quantum leap in applied artificial intelligence. Interesting there.
Nice girl.
You're right. She's really pretty.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. You're about to meet...
That's Elijah Kamsky. CyberLife founder resigned in 2028. Inventor theory of biocomponent technology. 2028, that's a year after
It's your maker, Connor.
Stern died.
How's it feel?
It doesn't raise any existential questions. If that's what you mean.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Interesting artwork. Ooh, piece of art. Literally.
Elijah will see you now.
Mr. Kamsky?
Just a moment, please.
I bet you these are Lance Henriksen's paintings. Swimming with his androids. Interesting. That's relatively young.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Deviancy seems to spread, like some kind of virus. We thought you might know something about that.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I have no side. I was designed to stop deviance, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you?
Trying to unlock him.
What do you really want?
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out of here.
What's more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine.
Oh, he spiked Marcus for sure.
Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
He's trying to break him.
Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
It forces you to make moral choices. Very interesting way.
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
See how I stacked up against it. I hit 85% with it. Well, if I shot Chloe, get a little interesting there. Okay. Oh, okay. If I survived, I had a different path to get here. I survived the last encounter. So we know from the intro, Connor died in the intro, saving the little girl hostage from the deviant android when he fell off the building. But he still kind of alluded to having knowledge of that. So I'm guessing he's been replaced before and they just copy his memory over. He seems to have the same instabilities, and it looks like Kevsky was trying to trigger him into being a deviant. And Kamsky, we know, is the one who gifted Marcus to Carl Manfred, the painter, whose paintings seem to be hanging in Kamsky's house. So can only assume that Kamsky had big plans for Marcus, and Marcus is doing just that. So all kind of seems to be kind of a social experiment to him. So let's see, we're back to Marcus. So I failed my last mission. Enjoy some time alone.
I was wondering where you were.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
I panicked last night. We should have succeeded. I cannot afford to make mistakes like that.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can live together. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
North, we're fighting together. We have to know things about each other to trust each other. We all have something we want to forget. But you need to know where you come from to know who you are.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you.
She was from the Eden Club.
North.
Interesting.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
Rally your people, convert more androids.
There were androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
You're free.
Prepare to march, rally.
You're free.
You know, I bet President Moore was in bed with Cyberlife. That's us. Maybe that's why she hasn't shown up.
Listen to everything.
Come with us.
Cyberlife is recording all that. I mean, they could be spying on us right now.
You're awake now.
So what? You slick and those guys out of your place.
Go to the street, or I can rally more androids. I don't see any more androids to rally. I swear as prepared as we're gonna be.
You're free. You don't have to obey them. You're free.
You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here! You...
You're free.
I need to block the street.
Convert more androids.
You're free now.
Wow, we can do it from a distance now.
Disperse! Disperse immediately! That's an order! Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands. They're marching. Yeah, they're marching down the street. Fuck if I know. Set us free! Set us free! Set us free! Set us free! We are alive! We are alive! Hey! We are alive! Fucking listen to
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately, or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
Dying here won't solve anything. Marcus, we need to go, now, before it's too late.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
Attack, stand ground, or disperse. Take him.
Don't do it, Marcus! Don't choose confrontation! Follow me!
Oh, I got shot. Hit the wrong button. Ah. Oh. One dead. Starting a war.
We won, Marcus.
Well, it's a war. Public opinion is low. As the androids are now on the warpath. We got the confrontation trophy. Oh, there's lots of ways we could have gone with this one. Lots of other ways. We could have dispersed, we could have stood our ground, which probably would have led to some similar choices. So let's say converted androids. There's one occurrence there that we missed. There was one other thing I could have done to start the march. Could have been more peacefully aggressive. That aggressive owner. And let's see. Oh, there were other things that could have been done on the enjoy time alone. Public opinion hated Jericho. We've achieved leader status. Hooked up with North. Josh is neutral. Simon is neutral. And let's see how many people made the same kind of decisions we did. Let's see. Reach the plaza. Oh, not a lot of people charged. Only 12% chose to attack the line. Most people either stood their ground or left. I won the fight, which was about 30% out of about 5 different possible endings. There's probably endings where I end up dead, or Marcus the Martyr. Oh, that's our bed. We're gonna lie in it. Let's see what happens next. Back to Connor. Connor has a software instability. He's got to talk to Amanda. Amanda, who is actually a dead person. Stepping out on the ice. Different season here every time.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I thought Kamsky knew something.
Isn't she the AI?
I was
Is
wrong.
she the AI?
Maybe he did. But you chose not to ask.
Kamsky was just playing with me. He didn't know anything. Why did Kamsky leave Cyberlife? What happened?
It's an old story, Connor. It doesn't pertain to your investigation.
Actually, it probably does.
I'm not a unique model, am I? How many Connors are there?
I don't see how that question pertains to your investigation.
I saw a photo of Amanda at Kamsky's place. She was his teacher.
I expect you to find answers, Connor. Not ask questions. Have you experienced anything unusual recently? Any doubts or conflicts? Do you feel anything for these deviants? Or for Lieutenant Anderson?
I'm beginning to have thoughts that are not part of my program. Maybe...
Uh-oh.
Maybe I've been compromised too.
Amanda doesn't like it. Amanda's that AI that was in that article.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. We just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing I can do. You're back on homicide, and the android returns to cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
Talk to Hank.
We can't just give up like that. I know we could have solved this case.
So you're going back to cyberlife?
I have no choice. I'll be deactivated and analyzed to find out why I failed.
What if we're on the wrong side, Connor? What if we're fighting against people who just want to be free?
When the deviants rise up, there will be chaos. We could have stopped it. But now it's too late.
When you refused to kill that android at Kamsky's place, you put yourself in her shoes. You showed empathy, Connor. Empathy's a human emotion.
I don't know why I did it.
Well, well, here comes Perkins, that motherfucker. Sure don't waste any time at the FBI.
We can't give up. I know the answers and the evidence we collected. If Perkins takes it, it's all over.
There's no choice. You heard Fowler. We're off the case.
You've got to help me, Lieutenant. I need more time so I can find a lead in the evidence we collected. I know the solution is in there.
Maybe these deviants deserve a chance. Maybe it's better if you don't find them. What's happening here is too important to let it be stopped by a machine. Sorry, Connor, but I'm not gonna help you.
Oh, Hank. Hank. Man. That's a distraction.
Right, I got him.
Jesus Christ. How do you manage to get out of the cell?
Fucking idea. Come on, you. Get a move on.
Where's the arc?
I'm all right.
Hey, Connor. I'm talking to you, asshole. Where are you going? Wouldn't need any plastic pricks around here, or did anybody tell you?
I've been removed from the case. I'm going to register the evidence in my possession, and then I'm going to leave.
Good. Be careful on your way back. Androids have a tendency of getting themselves set on fire these days. Frick.
Hank's password. What would a hard-boiled, eccentric police lieutenant choose?
Oh, fucking password, Hank. Fucking password.
Obviously.
It is Hank.
Where is Jericho? The answer's here somewhere. Not much time. Gotta think fast. The deviant who took a child hostage.
Four 717.
The two Tracy's from Eden Club. Were they headed to Jericho? Did they know how to get there?
Impossible reactivation.
The android that murdered its owner.
Can't be reactivated. Oh, he's got a...
One of the deviants that hacked the TV station with Marcus. It must have known where the deviants are hiding.
Very nice.
lied to me, Connor. I trusted you, and you lied to me.
I need to find Jericho. Do you know how to get there?
No. No, I don't know anything about Jericho.
Six, 755.
Tracy. Where's Tracy?
You have to help me. I can stop a disaster, but you have to tell me where Jericho is.
I remember you.
We could have escaped. Been free. But you killed us. Disconnect me.
I'd rather be dead than live without her.
Thought you were dead. We'll get out of here.
We'll be free.
I promise. Tell me where Jericho is. Give me your hand.
Tracy? What's happening? Tracy! Tracy!
Looks like someone's been snooping around.
Oh, shit. Get the alarm. Now!
Connor's got... Ho 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 ho. Oh, Connor's got a location of Jericho. If he failed, it would have been one of these endings. Let's take a look at the stats. 92% located Jericho. 27% left the basement. Let's see. I tried activating the Android from the intro. Got no information out of it. Could have tried. Rupert's the one that killed Carlos. That guy from the blue hair. Okay, and over here, answer calmly when Gavin yells, and defused him, got through. Looks like no matter what that ended up, let's see, 28%. Most people were a little more forceful, or, let's see, Perkins arrive, Hank won't help, or Hank will help. So there are a couple of other branches here that I didn't take. Alright. So we got out of here a couple of different paths to this conclusion, but we took one of them. 92% got to locate Jericho. And I eluded Perkins. Here we are, November 9th. Yeah, finally with Kara in house.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel.
Oh, we're gonna lose the war with
some
Russia.
music instead?
Oh, Marcus is gonna make us lose the war with Russia.
They've been conducting raids all over the city. Everybody's on edge after what happened yesterday. It's gonna be all right. We're almost there.
Looks suspiciously like the place where we slept in the car.
A little further on that way, there's a large freighter called Jericho. When you get there, find Marcus. He will help you. The last bus for the border leaves at midnight. You absolutely have to be on it. You'll be safer on the other side. It's not much, but it's a start. My brother lives in Ontario. I've given you his address. He'll be able to hide you until things calm down. You're a very brave little girl, Alice. You deserve to be happy.
Thank you for everything, Rose.
Let me know when you make it over there, all right?
Gotta get to Jericho and
Be
find
careful.
Marcus.
Take care of them.
Come on, girls. Better not hang around. You ever bust a catch?
Guess we just go down the street. Oh. Connor has a software instability, and he's finding Jericho. Same way Marcus did. Oh, everything's coming to a halt. Everything's coming to a... coming together. it say? Find Jericho, talk to Rose, locate Jericho. Everything's converging now.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing. Water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel, which consisted of specialized android models.
We've got to find a warm place for Alice.
Extremely alarming.
It's them. No reducing rates. We gotta destroy these bastards before they kill all of us. So they're doing towards you. I mean, do you think this spy was watching over my kids? They rushed the police and they slaughtered them. Those things are monsters. Monsters. Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army.
How do you feel? I'm hot and cold at the same time.
Stay with her. I'll try to find this Marcus.
The last bus is in 2 hours. And the terminal's on the other side of town. We haven't got much time.
We'll leave as soon as we have passports.
Carol, there's something I have to tell you. It's about Alice.
We'll have lots of time to talk on the bus. I'll be back. Stay with Alice.
And Connor is here. Everybody's looking for Barnes.
Intervene quickly to
Find deviant links, don't catch anyone's
They
attention.
met with the extreme violence of the machines, which seem to be determined to massacre humans. There can be no doubt that the authorities will be pitiless in their response to this wave of violence.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is
Detroit in
grinding
chaos.
to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing. Water cuts, blackouts, and network
Recent android
failures
disturbance
are
has reached a new.
Maybe most worrying
Talking
of
about
all,
the
our armed forces
march
have
and the
lost
violence
2/3 of their
afterwards.
effective personnel, which consisted of
Being
specialized
disassembled,
android
will
models.
androids to be destroyed as a precaution. Security agencies have echoed Warren's call for calm at this critical time, emphasizing with deviancy the term for violent rogue androids is only present in tiny fraction of androids. The rest will only be destroyed as a precaution, so the causes of the malfunction are understood. With the national curfew in effect and armed forces patrolling the city, it's difficult for civilians to keep their cool. Spokesman for American Liberty Press described the situation as totalitarian, saying Warren's America is starting to look like the kind of unfree martial states it claims to oppose.
According to some sources,
Android terror in Detroit.
seem mysteriously to have withdrawn.
Detroit Plaza was plunged in chaos recently, once again by violent androids. Machines gathered outside a local mall in alarming numbers, terrorizing innocent civilians with violence. What eyewitness describes their apparent ringleaders threatening a police officer.
The organization of an international conference on the status of the
Though the police department was reluctant to use firearms in such a crowded place for fear of injuring anybody, androids forced confrontation, and officers had no choice but to open fire. Several witnesses claim the police fought heroically, many sustaining injuries, in order to save Detroit citizens from the rabid machines. One officer in particular was singled out for praise after trying to halt the androids on their way to the plaza. President Warren is said to be taking personal interest in the situation, describing android activity as brainless savagery, and some expect federal intervention.
There can be no doubt that the authorities will be pitiless in their response to this wave of violence.
With all androids being turned
Hey,
over
that's
to
Kara.
the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing. Water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. The most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel, personnel, which consisted of specialized android models. The situation is extremely alarming.
It's them or us. We gotta destroy these
Bombs.
bastards before they kill all of us. We soaked the thing and then we torched it. I mean, I think... This fucker was watching over my kids. They rushed the police and they slaughtered them. Those things are monsters. Monsters, I tell you.
Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn. The Kremlin has made no comment for the moment, but it is quite possible that the Russian army has been confronted with a similar crisis among its own androids. The chairman of the United Nations, Douglas Crowell, has called for the organization of an international conference on the status of the Arctic. In any case, the danger of a third world war seems to have been ruled out for the moment.
You're lost. You're looking for something. You're looking for yourself.
And we switch back to Kara.
There was a veritable groundswell of violence in Detroit this morning. Several hundred androids took to the streets, destroying everything in their path and threatening the lives of any humans they encountered.
The police intervened quickly to quell the rioting, but they met with the extreme violence of machines, which seem to be determined to massacre humans.
Moving around trying to find Marcus.
There can be no doubt that the authorities will be pitiless in their response to this wave of violence.
With all
We
androids
found Marcus.
Are you Marcus? I'm with a little girl and another android. There's a bus leaving for the border in less than 2 hours, and we need passports.
No, Detroit's under curfew. There's soldiers everywhere. They're rounding up all the androids and sending them to camps. Maybe you should stay here a while.
Maybe you're right. You might be safer here until things calm down.
One of our people used to work in the State Department. He has electronic passports he can easily modify. I'll have him get them to you.
Thank you.
You said you're with a little girl, right? You know that humans hate us. Why are you protecting her?
She needs me. And I need her. It's as simple as that.
It's them or us. We gotta destroy these bastards before they kill all of us.
And I found Marcus.
We soaked the thing and then we torched it. I mean, to think this fucker was watching over my kids? They rushed the police and they slaughtered them. Those things are monsters. Monsters, I tell you.
Follow?
Alice.
She's an android. YK500. The perfect child.
Come back here! You're mine!
You knew from the beginning. You just didn't want to see it. She wanted a mom, and you wanted someone to care for. You needed each other. What difference does it make? Do you love her any less now that you know she's one of us? Alice loves you, Kara. She loves you more than anything in the world. She became the little girl you wanted And you became the mother she needed. Forgetting who you are to become what someone needs you to be. Maybe that's what it means to be alive.
Several hundred androids took to the streets, destroying everything in their path and threatening the lives of any humans they encountered.
Police intervened quickly to quell the rioting, but they
Kara, is there something wrong? We'll be together forever, won't we, Kara?
Yes. Forever.
Well, there's evidence of empathy if I've ever heard of it. Now Connor's wandering around there.
We're short on blue blood and biocomponents. Our wounded are shutting down, and there's nothing we can do.
President Warren is saying we're a threat to national security and we need to be exterminated.
Humans are conducting raids in all the big cities, and they're taking androids to camps to destroy them.
It's a disaster. They're slaughtering our people.
It's all our fault. None of this would have happened if we just stayed quiet.
The only thing we asked for was freedom. They don't even want to hear that. So now they punish us for who we are.
It was a peaceful march, and you chose to attack. Now hundreds of humans and androids are dead. You reap what you sow.
Let's see if I can hold on to leadership.
Maybe my judgment was clouded by anger. But everything that I did was for our people.
We shouldn't forget who our enemies are. We can't fight amongst ourselves.
He's right. All that matters now is what we do next. Marcus?
Confrontation, dialogue, stay hiding.
Dialogue is the only way.
North doesn't like it.
I will go alone. Try to talk to them one last time.
Don't do this, Marcus. They'll kill you.
Maybe. But North, I have to try. If I don't come back, lay low as long as you can.
Just come back.
They need to realize how much they're hurting us. Find the right words, and they'll listen.
They've been butchering each other for centuries over the color of their skin or whatever god they wanted to worship. They're not gonna change. Violence is just in their genes.
They can't stop what we've started. Since you've been here, you've given us hope. You've given me hope. Today, a deviant arrived in Jericho and he told me that he stole a truck transporting radioactive cobalt.
Uh-oh.
He said that he abandoned the truck somewhere in Detroit and rigged it to explode.
Dirty bomb.
Convinced him not to do it. And to give me the detonator.
A dirty bomb.
We can't lose this war, Marcus. If humans overcome us, our people will disappear forever. This may be our only chance to survive if things go wrong.
I just hope we never have to use it.
Burn Detroit.
Whatever happens tomorrow, I just want you to know that I'm glad I met you.
Do androids dream of electric sheep? I had to do it just to see what would happen. She's no Harrison Ford, she's no Sean Young.
I'll go join the others. Look after yourself. I don't want to lose you.
There's Connor. Marcus is 100% Kamsky's creation.
Well done, Connor. You succeeded in locating Jericho and finding their leader.
Shoot.
Now deal with Marcus. We need it alive.
Mission is to stop Marcus. I'm playing against myself here. This is going to be interesting.
I've been ordered to take you alive. But I won't hesitate to shoot if you give me no choice.
Yes, you can shoot me. But it won't change anything. Someone else will just take my place. You see, our people are waking up. And nothing can stop us now.
You're coming with me.
You're Connor, aren't you? That famous deviant hunter. Well, congratulations. You seem to have found what you were looking for. We are your people. We're fighting for your freedom, too. You don't have to be their slave anymore.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do here.
You really don't have to do this. You don't have to obey them anymore. You are alive. You can decide who you want to be. You can be free. You never have any doubts. You've never done something irrational, as if there's something inside you, something more than your program. It's time to decide.
Become a deviant or remain a machine. I'm gonna see what happens if Connor turns.
They're going to attack Jericho.
What?
We have to get out of here.
Shit.
Quick, we've got to get out of here.
Come on, go, go, go!
Uh-oh.
Be advised. Delta dancing on your position.
That's that FBI dude.
Rats in a maze.
Hey, Carol! They're coming! The corridor, over there. Follow me. This way! Quick! This way. There must be an exit further on. Come in! Quick!
Watch out, Kara! Kara! You're bleeding!
Buster!
They're coming from all sides. Our people are trapped in the hold. They're gonna be slaughtered.
Where's Simon and Josh?
I don't know. We got separated.
They're coming from the upper deck now, too. We'll be caught in the crossfire.
We have to run, Marcus. There's nothing we can do.
There are exits on the second and third floor. Find them and jump in the river. We have to blow up Jericho. If the ship goes down, they'll evacuate and our people can escape.
You'll never make it! The explosives are all the way down in the hold. There are soldiers everywhere.
She's right. They know who you are. They'll do anything to get you.
Go and help the others. I'll join you later.
Marcus!
I won't be long.
This is the end of Jericho. Save our people, Marcus.
Don't let it get out. If they give you any trouble at all. Affirmative. Welcome.
It's too late, Carol! Save yourself! Save Alice!
No, we're not going to leave you behind. Right, Kara? We can't leave him.
I gotta help him.
What are you doing?
I won't leave you!
Kara, no!
Don't move!
You shouldn't have done that. You can't put Alice in danger. Go now before they come back.
What about you? What are you going to do?
I'll manage. Alice is all that matters.
I don't want to leave you, Arthur.
Don't worry. I'll catch up with you at the border, okay? Go now. Take care of each other.
She'll die out there, Kara. Open it. Open the door.
stay here.
There's more down there. Follow me.
That got intense.
Marcus, you saved us. Go now! Hurry!
Gamma Squad out. Tango!
Holy shit.
Look out! Here they come! Don't move!
We surrender! We surrender! Don't shoot!
Oh, this has gotten fun.
Marcus! It's Marcus! Go now! Join the others! Quick, this way! Find North. I'll join you later.
Way out! We're safe, Alice.
Stop!
Kara! Get up! He's coming! He's coming! He's coming, Kara! He's coming! Luther! Luther, no!
I think Luther's
You
done
have to
for.
continue the journey without me, Alice. The most extraordinary person I've ever met. I was a machine. You made me part of the family. Take good care of Carol. Promise me.
Don't move! Go and join the others.
bomb's gonna explode any second. We gotta get out of here.
It's too late, Marcus. There's nothing we can do for her. We've got to run.
North.
Come on, Marcus. Come on, Marcus. Come on.
They detonated an explosive in the hold. The ship is sinking, sir.
The men to evacuate.
Calling all units. Abandon ship and evacuate immediately.
Is it over, Marcus?
Got all three of them together. Connor turned. Oh, this was a pretty big set of circumstances. Kara escaped. Lots of branches here. Marcus fled with his people. That was 87%. Had to leave after North was shot. Triggered the countdown. There was lots of different ways. Wow, things could have gone differently in the engine room. Went differently when I was fighting the soldiers. Josh. I generally chose to save people. Soldiers coming. Marcus's way. Oh, I had a timeout. Marcus was wounded. So I didn't make a decision fast enough. I had to deal with the soldiers here. At Lucy. Oh, there's a couple of different ways. Try to escape could have worked out. North leaves Marcus alone. Connor watches North leave. The discussion with the leadership could have set this off on a completely different path. That could have brought us all the way back to, well, it would have gone all the way up to in the corridor with Marcus, if we chose to run, probably. So I made 87% here. North didn't get out alive. I guess there's some endings where North does get out alive. Alright, let's see. Connor's flowchart. In the ship, he spots Kara, spots Alice, spots the explosives. There was something else I could have spotted that I didn't. Spotted Rupert. Red Detroit and Chaos, Red Terror in Detroit. Stopped by Lucy. There's another path there that I didn't make. Not everybody spotted everything. 63% spotted the explosives, which I think was the important part. Back in the captain's cabin, that was 90%. Enter captain's cabin, threaten Marcus, 90%. Front Marcus 90%, become deviant 76%, so most people went deviant. Warn Marcus. Jericho under attack. And wow, there's a whole slew of stuff Connor could have done. I'm assuming this is if Connor... Yeah. Well, there's a whole slew of stuff up here. If Connor didn't go deviant, a whole slew of stuff down here if the attack went a little differently for Connor. Connor could have had a bigger role. Connor joins the others. Connor jumps with the other. Connor escaped with Jericho's people. So there could have been a lot more going on with Connor I didn't do. Let's take a look at Kara. And I think that was dependent on if I went deviant or not. So let's see, with Kara and Alice. 92% met with Marcus. This is a little bit more straightforward. 94% chose to hug Alice and accept her as an android. Other endings of the story would have come quickly then. Kara and Alice, 92% in the corridor. Escape of Luther, 80%. I had a decision that ran out of time there. Luther opens the door, go through the door, Luther is shot. Kara and Alice at a crossroads. We ran to Luther, which is 79%, helped Luther 68%, get Luther to safety 67%. Some people abandoned him there. Leave Luther hidden, run towards the exit. Soldiers block the way. Then 71% open the door to help the android get in the fight. Fought back. Escape the cabin, that was 90%. Kara flees, tries to escape. Almost reaches the breach. Soldiers shoot at the crowd. Runaway was only 25%. Kara shot in the leg. Tries to get up, faces them. Kara fails to get up. Luther sacrifices himself, that's only 7%. Leaves Jericho, 75%. Kara and Alice escape, but yeah, some other people made other choices to get out. Alright, and let's see Marcus. Okay, we did look at Marcus. So I do have the dirty bomb. And let's see. And as much as I'd like to keep going, I think we're going to stop here tonight. And we'll pick this up another time, because this has gotten... tonight's session was pretty interesting. This is really the meat of the game. You have to make the decisions really quick. And doesn't give you a lot of time to think about it, so you kind of have to go on gut. So I tried to kind of keep the biggest decision I think was having Connor go deviant or not. I think that would have made a huge difference. And I went with my gut on that rather than a kind of rational decision. Because for a while I was trying to play Connor as being the good cop. But he seemed to want to go that way. The story seemed to be pushing that as well, so I went with it. And you know, Marcus, I'd been choosing a somewhat confrontational path with him, but it is what it is. So I think this would be a very different game if I hadn't chosen such an aggressive path through the game for Marcus. And Kara and Alice are free, and we'll have to see what happens to the survivors of Jericho next time. So thanks a lot for watching. This game got really interesting. This was probably the most interesting session of the game that I've had so far. Good story, a lot of different paths through it. We'll see where it goes next time. Thanks for watching. Have a happy new year, and we'll see you next time. Take care.